Yeah.
No cat.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to the No Cap Podcast. You know what I'm saying? It's been a little while since we've been back.
We back.
You know what I'm saying? We got me in the building. We got Ann in the building. We got
Yes, sir.
we got Kenzie in the building. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, it's been a long time. You know what I'm saying? I think we haven't been recording in probably like a month or so. So you know what I'm saying?
We had to take a
Taking a
break.
little vacation, that's all.
Little
But
break.
we back. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I don't even know where to start, but how y'all been, man. I ain't seen y'all in a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I feel like under these conditions, everything is looking a little brighter.
Right.
I know. Like, so okay. So first of all, let's rattle off some things that happened since we've been gone.
Right.
We all know that there was an election.
Uh-huh.
Somebody lost, somebody won. Somebody's filing lawsuits. Uh,
In every state.
in every state. Uh, what
I
else?
just found that shit out today.
Yeah.
That's good, bro. That's good. That's good. Cause it's some bull crap, man. And so what? Hold on. What else? As far as like news, that's it, right? That's the only big thing.
Nah, I got my cert.
I'm talking about news, nigga.
That is news, my nigga.
I'm talking. I'm talking about like worldwide news, or not worldwide, but because we normally talk about like celebrities and shit. Anything happened as far as like celebrities since we've been out?
Yeah. R.I.P. to King Von. You know what I'm
King
saying?
Von.
Yeah.
R.I.P. to King Von. Was his music any good?
Yeah. Yeah, he was good, bro.
I gotta go
He
check him out.
I
he
heard he owned the masters to everything he had, right?
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah. Yep. So
Yeah.
all his all that money going to his family. You know what I'm saying?
So what can you speak on that, Drew?
Well, I don't know the particulars on, what actually happened with him, but I know he got into like a scuffle or something like that. And I mean, from the video of what I seen, they were fighting outside of like a lounge or something like that. And um, you see them exiting out, they like throwing punches and stuff like that. So one of the dudes that he was fighting, I guess he fell on the ground and another dude tackled King Von. And then the boy that was on the ground, he actually shot him. So, you know what
But
I'm
for
saying?
what? Like for what though?
I mean,
I don't,
the
I don't
nigga had his
know.
masters. That's
I don't know, man. Like
okay.
that's that right there was a crazy situation. And like just like I haven't seen nobody like get shot on camera because I haven't really been looking at it since Nipsey. So that was the last time that like I seen something like that that's like traumatic that kind of mess with your mind a little bit. Like so,
so when he got shot, it was videotaped like Nipsey's murder.
yep,
Like I can go online and actually see. Okay,
yeah.
man, that's tragic.
But the thing about King Von is they picked him up and then put him in the car, and then I guess they tried to
Oh
drive
yeah,
to the
that's right.
hospital, but
He didn't make it.
nah.
Hmm.
So what was the whole? I'm trying to figure out what was the whole reasoning of him like for shooting the ball.
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Juju, what's up, man? You look like you at the doctor's office, bro.
No.
Make it look like he had a birthday party.
This is doing right there.
Uh-oh.
Turbulence. I got my headphones. We'll be rapping about.
Yeah, so we basically talking about what was going on over the break because you've been off for like a good month. So you heard about King Von?
Yeah.
We was talking about King Von in this election.
Tragedy.
Trying to figure out why this guy got shot, man.
King Von. I mean, the way what I heard with it down and what released the boy Quando Rondo, he's not even part of the case no more. They try to like dispute his name for the case. So he's not involved no more. They trying to claim to be. And I'm like, that's part of his crew. So his name going to be involved. He was there like fighting him. My thing is, he's trying to, and the boy Dirk, he brought all his tickets to his next show.
Nah, that's speculation.
So he canceled the show in Atlanta.
That's speculation, bro.
Because of that. He want blood. He trying to kill this nigga. He's not going to be able to do nothing until he's dead. Nah, bro, nah. The reason why I say because it's just not his.
Bro, you breaking up.
Hey, Jew, you breaking up, bro.
Dios mío.
You got niggas in New York. Niggas, it's a bunch. No, I mean they really bank with him.
So I know Drew, you was telling me that he was actually like a
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, we hear you clearer now. He was actually like in the streets or whatever.
Yeah.
Was he in a gang or something?
I don't know. Like he was. I wouldn't say he was in a gang. I wouldn't say. Yeah, I wouldn't say he was in a gang. But I mean, what you say,
he
Joe?
in a gang, bro.
You said he in a gang?
They BDs.
What's that?
Ain't that a gang from Chicago?
What does that stand for? BDs?
I said, no, they BDs. He in a gang. Yeah.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, black disciple.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I heard of them. Okay. Yeah.
A black disciple.
Yeah.
Gangster disciple. Black.
Oh, I know it was like gangs and shit like that in Chicago called like the BDs or something like that. DD, DG, something like that. Bro.
No, but I'm talking about Larry Hoover. He's the one, like, without him and another guy, they started it. That's the main reason why he locked up. One of the reasons why he locked up.
All right, so let's talk about this election, y'all.
Yeah.
How was it affecting y'all?
It ain't affecting me yet. Because it ain't nothing happening right now. We got wait and see.
Yeah, I know. I know. I was telling you this like earlier on in the week or the other day, whatever. But my
Hey,
homie
Jew.
told me.
Hey, you mute your mic.
Right.
I know, Drew. I said this the other day. My homie told me that Biden plans on like shutting down the country for like 4 to 6 weeks because of this whole COVID shit. So I'm kind of interested to see how that plays out. So,
You said what?
I'm interested to see on how that plays out.
No. You said he going. Nah, I don't think he's shutting down the country, bro.
I'm not saying that it's true. I'm not saying that it's
That's what I heard. I heard the same thing.
Look, if he do that, it's over. Like, it's going to be a recession.
What you mean? What's over?
It's going to be a recession. I'm sure. Okay. I'm not saying we not in one right now, but I'm just saying like it's going to hit even worse.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
because I'm like, yeah, we definitely are in a recession.
No, yeah, for sure.
We're definitely.
But I'm just saying it's going to be like 10 times worse. Like,
yo, what the
is
fuck,
that the goal?
man?
Yo, is that the goal?
There's somebody walking around in my basement, but I'm down here by myself. Yo, I don't know what's going on right now, bro. Like y'all see me, I keep looking.
Yeah, I heard
like,
you.
Somebody walking around down here somewhere. Hey, oh my bad. Hold on. Zaya.
Niggas start talking about this election. Niggas turned around like, yo, what's up?
Yeah, go walk around.
Yo, ain't scared.
Don't see what it is.
I thought that was one of my kids.
Nah, nigga, nah, dog.
Good.
You know
I'm
that.
good.
You know, ain't nobody come down them stairs, bro.
Nobody.
Nah, cause you know how you like hear stuff upstairs. Like it sounds like somebody was walking around upstairs.
I told you your soul is still in the sky, bro.
Shut up, man. I'm trying to recover.
Luke. Happy birthday.
But yeah, I feel like let me ask you this. Do y'all think that Biden is actually going to do a better job with this coronavirus than Trump did?
I don't know.
Because I feel like that was probably the main reason why Biden got. And given the fact that he was going hard for black people and Trump did a bad job with this whole coronavirus thing, that was why he got elected.
Biden was going hard for black people.
Basically, not going hard for black people, but he was the better option as far as like going for Trump. So basically, I feel like a lot of black people have seen in their eyes the better option is Biden.
Wasn't he advocating dumping more money into like the police precincts and departments, the same police who's killing black people?
I believe so.
Also, wasn't he the one who created the 1994 bill or the 1994 law where pretty much like a whole lot of black men got locked up because of like petty drug crime, which further put a strain on the black family?
I heard Trump mention something like that.
Yeah, he signed off on that. But I know he spoke to, hold on.
So I kind of feel like it's like
my fault. He spoke to a couple people about that, about how he didn't. There was certain things that was put in that was added after, like what he set in place. But there were also a couple other black entities that signed off on that crime bill as well. Not only because of you know, I guess the benefit of it, but it was, certain things that was kind of, damaging the hood, like drugs.
Mhm.
So that's one of the reasons why they signed off on that, because, you got a government that dropped drugs off in the middle of the hood, and then, you got all these people on drugs all of a sudden dying, overdosing, you know what I'm saying, getting rushed to the hospital. So of course, that was, epidemic.
So instead
It
of
still is
so,
pretty much.
so instead of looking at the government that pushed the drugs out on the streets, you wind up locking the motherfuckers who's pretty much like a byproduct of it.
Yeah, they had to point the finger so they wouldn't get looked at.
So how does that make them a better choice?
It don't.
But then no, that wasn't.
It don't make nobody a better choice, for real, for real. You got in this predicament, just like the last one, you got 3 options. Well, I'm sorry, you got 5 options. Either you're gonna vote Republican, you're gonna vote Democrat, you're gonna vote for what is that, the Libertarian or whatever it's called. You're gonna vote, or are you gonna vote for the Green Party? And lastly, you're not gonna vote at all. So you got to choose which one you want to do. But it's also important for people to vote locally, because that's the people who really, holding all the weight. They dictating in your county, in your city, what's going to happen. So
I wonder what happens in the process if nobody votes. Like what happens to all of the candidates?
If nobody, if absolutely nobody voted,
yeah.
Yeah, I don't even know, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. Nobody win then.
So what happens to the country?
I will say this though. Congratulations to what's her name, Kamala Harris.
Yeah,
being the first black woman vice president.
Well,
that was another reason why Biden got picked.
Yeah, I mean, she's not black. She's like Jamaican and Indian. So I don't need.
She's not fully black. I mean, Obama
I don't know,
was mixed
because
as well, but they call him black.
Because I mean, to me, she black, but to other people, they're going to say that
he's not African American.
Yeah, but I mean, if you got 1 ounce of black in you, like, people going to think you black.
Bruh, that's crazy, right?
Right.
That's crazy. And they, I feel like people, like, they revert to that like it's a bad thing.
Right.
Like, you can be 80% Spanish, 5% Scottish or some shit, and then like 2% black. Oh, you black.
Yep. Black. Nigga, you black. Nigga.
You black, bro. You got black in you. You black. So then your skin color is a little bronze. You black.
Mm-hmm.
So
we'll see how that shit goes, because we'll see how that dynamic plays out.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what happens, because I feel like a lot of people, they feel like a lot of pressure is being lifted off their shoulders because Trump is on his way out. He still hasn't conceded, right, Drew?
Nah.
He still hasn't conceded. He still haven't even acknowledged the fact that Biden is supposed to be the new president.
But you do know that they're recounting in Georgia.
I thought they were supposed to be recounting in Georgia, in PA, Nevada, and Michigan. and I believe it was Florida as well. It was basically
Really?
like those last 5. I think I know for sure it was Georgia and PA.
Well, I know
'Cause they-
Florida, they gave to Trump, so he not gonna want to recount in there.
Okay, so yeah, maybe it was just those 4 then. I know for sure though it was PA because his shady ass lawyer Rudy, what's his name? Rudy, whoever.
Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he was the former mayor of New York, right?
New York, yeah.
His shady ass talk about
That's
some.
the same dude that came up with stop and frisk. That everybody talking about Joe Biden and what he did. So, like, you, between the two candidates, you're not really choosing no good or bad. Like, they both bad. You either choose bad and bad. Like,
Bro,
that's what you left with.
So here's the thing, right? I like the fact that I'm like so out of the loop as far as things when it comes to what I'm about to tell you about. But my dad was telling me, he was like, I was like, yeah, so what's going on over there in Philly or whatever. Just just talking to him. He was like, yo, I was asking him about the election in Philly. He was like, yeah, like they caught like 4 black cars sitting in front of the convention center, like loaded with like heavy machinery weapons. So supposedly what Trump was doing was he was telling people to go. He was basically sending people to go intimidate all of the voters at
Yeah,
the
I heard
places
that.
and shit. I didn't know they was armed with weapons. Like, he was like they
Yeah.
was armed with weapons,
Yeah.
all blacked out vehicles armed with weapons. I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, like Trump is a straight gangster, bro. He's a gangster, my
Right.
guy. He's not a president.
Right.
So I just thought that was a bit interesting.
Was me and you, Drew, talking about this? Like, just as far as like the significance of when we start talking about Bill Gates and what's his name, Fauci. Like the essentially like no, it was me and my homie. My homie was saying like with Trump being in office, he was really keeping motherfuckers like Fauci and Bill Gates at bay because just as far as like with the vaccine shit, trying to push it out, that normally it takes according to like what he researched, he said normally it takes roughly around like maybe years to even like come up with a vaccine. And they was just like, yo, these niggas is pushing this vaccine in a matter of like 7 months and trying to go through human trials, human testing. And I just seen on like ads today, like popping up on my push notification. We need people to volunteer for being, participants in like these trials for vaccination.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. They sent me something to my crib. I ripped that joint right up.
Wait, what they send
I
you?
ain't doing that. Well, they ain't send it to me personally. They sent it to wifey. Like it was like, yo, if you want to, do these like clinical trials for these human clinical trials for the vaccine, just sign up here. And like, and it was like a website where you go sign up and then,
essentially it's like, yeah, we want you to volunteer for the Tuskegee experiment. Like,
and then they try to make it seem like you doing humanity or some type of justice by sacrificing. So
yeah, and then you
even though I heard that people was dying from
it.
Yeah, you're gonna come out of that lab looking like gonna come out of there being messed up.
Looking like something off Extinction and shit.
Looking like that little guy. You looking like that little hoblet off of, what's that movie?
The Lord of the Rings.
What's that movie? Yeah, off of the Lord of the Rings, bro.
They're precious. Yo, what the hell? Yo. Who is that? Yo, I feel like yo, I think maybe my soul is still in.
Yeah, bro.
So, hold up, y'all. Something is, hold up.
Trying to tell you that. You thinking I'm playing. Hey, this nigga bugging.
Right.
This dude is bugging, bro. Hey, you sure you're not smoking?
I'm good. I don't smoke, man.
Cool. What you having that food that you had earlier, bro?
Hopefully some nutrition. Nah, I didn't get no sleep last night, bro. I was like worried about this whole situation.
Oh, with the skydive.
I ain't get no sleep.
I did.
But yeah, so so here's my opinion on this whole situation. I honestly feel like when it comes to politics, I think I said this before in one of the previous episodes. I feel like it's like you're picking the lesser of the two evils. You know what I mean? And it seems to be like, Biden is that when it comes for my people who look like me. That's what it seems like. So if I would have voted, I probably would have voted for Biden.
Mhm.
But I mean, I wouldn't have did it because of of Kamala Harris. I don't care about her being the first. I mean, I care about it, but that wouldn't have been like my sole thing. My sole thing would have been this whole coronavirus thing, because I'm so sick of coronavirus, bro. Like I want it to go away. I want everything to go back to the way that it used to be. You know what I mean? So even though I got a feeling that it's probably not going to be like that, but if we can get some type of normalcy back, yeah, Trump didn't handle that shit the way he was supposed to. So let's try somebody new. Okay, let's try this old ass nigga. Bring him in. What can you do? You know what I mean? I'm not taking no vaccine though.
But see, this
Does
is what I'm saying, right? And I ain't taking the vaccine either. But
I'm not taking that shit.
yeah, but my thing is, who said that Joe Biden and Bill Gates was even talking? Like sitting down talking about a vaccine, because I never heard that.
Yeah, I never. That's
or him and Fauci.
One question. Who was Fauci? Who's that? Who's Fauci?
Fauci is the lead doctor for the United States, like for the Center for Disease and something else or something like that.
Oh, CDC.
I don't know.
The Center Disease or whatever control.
I don't know. I don't know if it's the CDC or not, but I know he's like the lead, like doctor and stuff. So, yeah, but I never heard that Fauci and Gates was talking, and I never heard that Bill Gates and Joe Biden was talking anything about, a vaccine or anything. I know that Bill Gates has his foundation where he over there giving never mind. Yeah. But
now, so let me tell you what I heard real quick. I heard that Bill Gates they were trying to put something they're trying to put a chip or something in the vaccine. Did y'all hear anything about that?
Yeah.
Nah, I heard about them supposedly putting the chip with that testing for COVID.
Like the chip was designed to house like all of your medical information. So it is to keep track and record of if you didn't have any vaccinations for COVID, then they can pinpoint you out. Like, okay, you need to get vaccinated, or you did have COVID, so you're not allowed to go to. What I'm about to say is just kind of like a
theory.
It's just an afterthought, but it's like if something actually things get worse to the point where like.
What you mean, like worse? Right? What things get worse?
So, for example, let's take a scenario of a couple days ago, the United States has shattered the record for the most COVID cases in one day, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's say,
well, not in one day. I think it was in a week.
I said one day.
It's been one day, bro.
When today?
One day. I think
No. This was
I heard that
a
like
couple
a
days
couple
ago.
days ago.
Yeah.
I know last week, well, a couple of weeks ago, as far as with those elections, they was having like 100 and something thousand cases a day for like a couple of days.
Yeah, and a couple days ago, the United States shattered the record of having the most COVID cases that was discovered in one day.
Yeah, I heard that, but I ain't hear it was like high.
Yeah, it was. They said it was high. Like, yeah.
Well, I mean, hey, it is what it is. Yeah, somebody we all bound to get it one day,
Bro,
especially.
I told you we all probably had it.
Yeah, yeah. You sneeze, yeah, you had it.
But I ain't
no,
gonna hold you. Like maybe like 2 years ago, I ain't gonna hold you. But maybe like 2 years ago, I had this when I was living in Philly. This is when I was living in North Philly. I had I had like breathing like issues and stuff like that. So um I had went to Temple, and they was like I had like an upper respiratory infection. But I know like that's what that joint is. Like, so I don't know if I'm equating that to that, because like my chest was tight. It was hard for me to breathe and stuff like that. But I wasn't like out of breath, but like I could feel like my chest was tight. I was coughing. So I don't know. But I wasn't like, I ain't lose like no taste. I didn't lose my sense of smell or nothing like that. But I mean, that was maybe like uh man, almost 4 years ago. So
I mean, I had this thing a couple times, probably.
I ain't gonna say I had it, but I'm just saying like
You had that shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I think once my wife, she mentioned to me something about, oh, it's airborne. You can catch it just in the air, and I was just like, well, everybody should have it. You know what I mean? Like
Yo, man,
I
I,
didn't see the point.
I'm still on my point of, if it is as bad as they claim it to be, why is it
Which I
not hit?
don't believe.
Why is it like, my question will always be, why is it not hitting the two main important sources as far as the necessity for living, food and water? Until we get to that point, I'm cool.
So here's what we know, right? So if y'all do, I think if you do a little research, right? Um, every Republican, there's always something tragic that happens to the economy, or like something bad happens every time a Republican is elected. Like that's just what it is. So I feel like Trump's whole purpose for being in office was for them to spread out this plan for coronavirus. Okay, you did it. You fucked up the economy like it was planned. Okay, now we got to heal the country again with Biden. Normally, everything runs smoothly with Democrats because that's just how things work with them. I feel like a lot of Democrats, they're not as aggressive as most like Republicans. If you notice, like when a Republican is in office, like something like either we going to war or some shit, like, or they going at somebody, like they take like an aggressive tone, right? But Democrats want to heal the world.
oh, so
Everything's okay.
they saying Democrats are like the silent killers.
I like that. I like that, bro. Oh shit,
Yeah.
my bad. I like that,
bro.
Yeah, because they gonna kill you with a hug. You know what I'm saying?
They still doing the same. Still doing the same thing, bro.
No, but
they just making it look pretty. That's all. yeah, we gonna kill you, nigga.
Like,
but
all right,
this
all
the
right.
thing. we gonna kind of mask how we do it.
Yeah, look, right, all right. Obama, Democrat. This nigga bombing motherfuckers all up and down. You know what I'm saying? Like the East, in the Eastern Hemisphere. We don't hear shit about that. Not too much, right? Silent killer. Trump getting in office, this nigga just bombed like a top general. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody knows about that. So it's like they still doing the same thing, bro. They just two wings on the same bird. It don't make no difference.
I'm looking. You know what though? I'm looking at it as in like as far as like the economy and like the stock market though. So I know for sure because I know I mess around in the stock market. So I know for sure that when Republicans are in office, the stock market doesn't do as well as it does with a Democrat. That's what I was kind of like. That's how I was thinking.
Oh, so you saying Democrats run the
stock,
world?
like the stock market does better with Democrats.
The Democrats run the world. Is what you're saying?
I'm not saying they run the world. I just
know, man. I mean, that's
how the stock market does better. You saying the stock market runs the world?
No.
Normally if you all right. So it's just like this other thing too, bro. We was talking about this before, but in every century, there's always like three things that always happens. One that you named it.
Yeah.
But it's like there's always going to be a war.
Mm-hmm.
There's always going to be, some type of illness, sickness, or disease. You know what I'm saying? And there's always going to be some type of economic instability. So it's like, regardless of whether a Democrat helps like the stock market or whether a Republican like shatters that shit, there's ultimately at the end of the day, it's a goal behind that.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's still the stock market fluctuates based upon like whoever is pulling strings behind that. Somebody wants something to drop, that shit is just going to drop. If somebody wants something to be steady and rise. Like there's, niggas just who just do that. That's their life's work. So it's like,
yeah, like the president, Trump, he does that a lot. So what Trump would do is, like, if Trump got into some type of I don't know, argument or something with like a country or something like that, then you might see something happen in the stock market to where as though, the whole market will start crashing for like a day or two. If he say something stupid on Twitter, because he's real heavy on Twitter as a president, he say something dumb on Twitter, the stock market will take a tumble. And he knows that, so he can manipulate because he's the president. So he'll do shit like that to manipulate the market. So I mean, like we all know manipulation is in the market. You know what I mean? It's just a matter of getting in when you fit in. But what I'm saying is, I know for sure that the different parties they play a factor on the overall stock market. From what I've seen.
So you're saying it's just better. It's just better when them like financially.
Yeah.
Like, or,
financially.
Like profit wise, it's just better when a Democrat is running the Oval Office.
Yeah. Based on what I've seen. Even though that Trump is a billionaire and he's one of the greatest businessmen or whatever, that's what he calls himself. I'm gonna make you guys rich. Yeah, I mean, do y'all feel like the economy is doing better ever since Trump got in office?
See, this the thing, right? Like this is what I don't understand. Like with people, like I think we was having this discussion on here before too. Like I know certain people that have voted for Trump because he gave niggas $1,200. Like that's not a reason.
That's some straight nigga shit right there.
Yeah,
I'm
like
sorry.
that's not a reason for you to vote for somebody.
Oh my god.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if a nigga's interests don't line up with mine, like, I'm not gonna vote for you. Like,
that's the same. It goes the same way with Obama because a lot of people just voted for him because he was black.
He was black, yeah. Like the first time Eric, you remember that time we was all down there? What's the name? When we was living in Yaton, we was all down there at man, what was the name of that school? Your old elementary school. Was that Bell Ave or something like that? I think that's what it
He
was.
froze. He froze up.
It was Dell, right?
Yeah. Bell
Dell,
Ave.
right?
Bell.
Dell.
No, Bell. Yeah.
Bell.
Yeah. Yeah, we was all down at that school. That like I think it was like 2008, 2009 or something like that. When, he was just coming in now. I mean 2008.
Mm-hmm.
He was just like that was, when he was just about to come into office.
Mm-hmm.
Or that's when he was about to get elected. So, our pop all down there hype and stuff like that, like, yeah, you need to go Barack to vote and stuff. I'm like, Barack to vote? What are you talking about, right? So we get down to the voting booth. And so, I'm up next. I go on to John and I look on both sides. Who was the first person he ran against? Was it Mitt Romney or no, McCain, John McCain?
Yeah,
John
McCain.
McCain.
Yeah.
So I look down both sides. I look like, I don't know how it is in different states, but in Pennsylvania, it's like you press the X on whichever name and then it'll either select all the way down or, you can go in and manually punch in which ones you want. Man, I went in that joint. I clicked no vote and walked out. I ain't vote for him. I ain't vote for him in 2008. But the other year that he got reelected, I voted for him, and then ain't nothing happened.
So let me ask you this, Drew. Did you just recently vote?
Yeah.
So how was the setup? Because I've never ever voted in my life.
I don't know because I did a mail-in.
You did a mail-in. Okay.
Yeah.
How was it when you went and you walked in? Was there somebody watching you while you was at the computer? You never ever walked in and did like an in-person vote?
2008. That was the last time I did that.
How was it though? Like what was like what happened? Like
you know what? No. I voted for what's the boy name? And I can't remember the boy name. Not Tom.
Talk about locally?
Who the state representative?
Oh, bro.
Yeah, that was the last time I voted. That was last year though. That was the last time I walked in to an actual booth. But you had like approaching the firehouse. It was Democrats and Republican like representatives out there. And then when I walked inside, you had the ladies that, were seated right there. They made sure their name was on the list. And then, they had, maybe like 10 booths set up. So they just told me to, go in, pick a booth, and then, go vote. Like I had a little card I had to put, my little ticket in the card or in the machine and then vote. And then that was it. But it was like a couple people in there I can tell that was working and stuff. So,
but was there anybody like
Like looking over my shoulder.
Yeah.
No, I voted in private because it was like a curtain that was, when you went into the booth, it was a curtain I pulled behind me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm just trying to. I'm trying to figure out like. So you don't see them actually like submit your vote or anything like that?
No.
They do all of that later or something? Because
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out like what what's the procedure, because I'm trying to figure out like this whole angle as far as like Trump saying like, because here's what I learned, right? From like seeing the news or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
They say that they're supposed to be, when they're counting the votes, there's supposed to be a Republican and a Democrat there to basically overlook the vote to make sure that there's no voter fraud, and then they submit the vote. But what Trump's lawyer is saying, he's saying that Republicans weren't allowed to actually like overlook any of the votes in PA to make sure there wasn't any voter fraud. And that was their whole thing as far as PA. He's claiming voter fraud. Like nobody, like no Republicans got to, sign off on any of the votes.
Not true.
So, I mean, I'm I'm just trying to figure out like, bro, like why are you making this whole process so hard? You know what I mean?
That's not true. Like
you lost, nigga. You lost.
Yeah, he did lose, but it's not true on what he's saying. Like, it wasn't like it wasn't people like every time elections come up and they're counting the ballots, there has to be a party from. And there has to be, I'm sorry, not a party. There has to be a representative of a party from each
Right.
one of parties there. They got to be a Republican, a Democrat, Libertarian, and then the Green Party. They all have to be represented. So they're looking at them tally up the votes.
Right.
They're not there. They're there. And then matter of fact, they showed it in Pennsylvania. They showed the people that were there. They showed it in Georgia. So I don't know what he talking about or what his angle is with that, but
that nigga, it sounds like he's a sore loser, because I also heard something about when he won, when he actually won the last election, he was mad about he tried to file a lawsuit or some shit on something else. And I'm like, nigga, you won. Like what's the problem, bro?
Yeah.
So it's
but see the way that he lost in this election, it looks bad for him. So, but the thing is, right? He can.
What looks bad for him is what he's doing right now.
No, for sure. That's even worse. I mean, him losing is bad, but him just coming out saying that he won by a long shot, and like that's just crazy. But I mean, he said he gonna run again in 2024, so we'll see.
Who? Trump?
Yeah.
Oh my God, bro. Sit down. He needs to sit down, bro.
Yeah, he said he running again in 2024.
I hope he does not, man. Like, he needs to chill. He really needs to chill, bro.
If he run again, he winning.
Cause it's nah.
All right.
Nah. Why would you say that?
Why would he win?
Yeah.
He got too much support.
Bro, where was that support now though?
Then in this election, more people voted for him than the last one. He blew Hillary out the last joint.
Yeah, but that's because more people voted, period.
Yeah, I know that. But more Democrats voted this year than they did 4 years ago because nobody was voting for her. But more people this year voted for Trump than they did 4 years ago. So both of their numbers are high, but I'm just saying his
I think
support.
it's because more people just voted, period. Like more people actually voted.
Yeah. That,
So
that
he
too.
might have would have had that support last election, but people just didn't vote.
Yeah.
I don't think if it don't matter how many times he run, I think he fucked up, bro. Like there's no more everybody's gonna remember associate Trump with coronavirus, with a recession, like this whole conceding shit, like his whole attitude. Like people are not going for that shit no more.
All
I don't
right.
think it's
So
gonna matter.
my thing is with bringing in this new administration, right? Joe Biden made a speech about the black community and how, they came out and supported him and showed up to vote. And his words exact were from his speech that Saturday that they found out that they won, that Saturday night. He said the black community stood in my corner and came up and supported me and showed up and showed up and voted.
Somebody actually upstairs, bro. I think something wrong with me. Somebody walking around upstairs. Go ahead, though.
Yeah, that's your soul coming back, trying to find its way back to your body, bro. But yeah, man. His exact words were, I ain't gonna say his exact words, but paraphrasing some of his words that, he gave a speech about. He said, the black community showed up for me in this election and had my back, and I'm always gonna have their back. So with him saying that, people gonna hold him to that standard. You saying you got our back when it's time to, to have the rubber meet the road. We want to see something, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
Me either. And that's what I was saying. Like it comes down to the lesser of two evils. Like when has any president really done anything like traumatic for the black community? I mean, given
Trump gave us 1,200.
Yeah. given the fact that I lost my train of thought. Fuck.
I'll be you off at that 12.
I need some sleep, bro. I need some sleep. No, so that's what I was saying. Fucking Obama, he likes to reiterate that, change is slow. So you may not see change like right away. It takes time. Like change takes time, which is, I mean, it's a fact. Change does take time, but how long? You know what I mean?
Right.
How long, bro? He was in office for what, 8 years?
8, bro.
Like, bro, come on, man. So, yeah, that's why. I mean, some people may look at me and be like, "Yo, man, you really can't complain about what happens because you didn't vote." But I'm still stuck on, you know, I don't know. Maybe I'm still stuck in history. But like I told you before, how I felt about the whole them rigging. I feel like they be rigging, the election, and that's probably how Trump might have won last time. He knew it was rigged, but it got rigged in his favor, and now at this time it got rigged, in somebody else's favor, and now he's trying to there's voter fraud. Oh, it's voter fraud now that you lost. Something's wrong with the system now. Come on, bro. So
I don't know, man. Like, I mean, I know I don't know, man.
I want to see what Kamala Harris does, because she's like the only, as far as like presidential, she's the only new face in this whole thing. I mean, I know she was like some type of district attorney or something like that for Cali, or she was a senator or something like that. She was something in Cali. I really don't know her like that, but what I'm interested in seeing is how things work with a female. So that's what I'm really interested in because
Hmm.
I'm a firm believer. Like women are sharp. Women are
Yeah.
sharp. They're smart, and yeah, I want to see. I would love to see how a female president would do. You know what I mean? Like just like if she was to become president, I would be very happy about that, and I would want to see how she would maneuver things.
I don't think you're going to see nothing less than what you saw from Michelle Obama. You know, somebody that was smart, sharp, you know, very, well, I would say highly intelligent.
But I mean, she didn't have like any like access to like change like policies unless she was like
no, she
talking
didn't,
to her
but-
husband or something. You know what I mean? I'm talking about like I want to see a female.
Yeah, I was getting
with
to that point.
power. Yeah,
Yeah, I was getting to
Shut
that
up.
point.
Shut the fuck
But
up.
I was just saying, as far as like, you know, like the way that she like handles like the public and stuff like that. But as far as like behind the scenes, I mean, she didn't have the amount of power that she's about to have. But I mean, she had some with, you know, being the senator of California.
Right.
So, I mean, with her holding that position, we just got to see.
Right.
I don't know.
I'm waiting, bro. I want to see this. I want to see how this gonna play out. So, yeah. So, yeah. I feel like for all of our viewers, man, you know, if you guys can leave us a comment on what y'all thought about the election, what y'all think is going to happen, what y'all think as far as what's going to happen as far as Biden being the new president, Kamala Harris the new vice president. Leave a comment. I mean, give us some feedback, and also don't be shy about leaving feedback as far as like how y'all like the content, what y'all want us to talk about next. And yeah, man, just keep rocking with us, man.
Yeah.
Keep rocking with us. We're gonna try to stay consistent with it. You know, we human. Sometimes we can't make it every night.
Right.
You know what I mean? But yeah, keep rocking with us. No matter what happens on this platform, we're gonna try to hold it down. Y'all may see people come and go, but we're gonna try to continue to keep this thing going.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I mean, it's the No Cap Podcast, the best podcast on earth. I mean,
yep.
So, we holla at y'all.
Yeah.